How's it going, everybody? This week we didn't have a live stream, but we did get the recap blog posts. Along with last week, we also had a blog post. There wasn't a ton of information last week, so we'll brush over that real quick. For last week, the 26th, we got a very small patch that fixed a few undocumented changes that probably weren't supposed to happen in the first place. They fixed things like the zone attack having extremely vulnerable guard break windows, where it had guard break vulnerability for the first 400 milliseconds. That's cut down to the 100 where it was supposed to be and where it was from launch until the second patch. They've also fixed his Twilight of the Gods and Hammer Slam to have the same super armor and guard break vulnerabilities, where they are 100 milliseconds each. Then they did some stamina tweaking. As far as I can tell, this is actually just documenting the change that went through with the first patch, because those were undocumented. It increased the parry punish to 55 damage and decreased the neutral from 30 to 15. If I'm correct, that is all that matters from last week's 26th. There was the event stuff that happened, but the event has ended, so not going to go over that. If you want to hear about the event as a archival of history, you can check last upload. That would be my upload on the 19th, if you want to go back and check that out. So now that we got that out of the way real quick, we can jump into this week's Warrior's Den, which is Roadmap. This is the exciting bit. This is the part everybody cares about, because it tells us there's the Spectator mode test this week, or this weekend. This means you can go jump in and watch all of your friends play the game on any platform. This is the initial test, just to see if it works for everybody. It's not a feature complete thing either. They did say they want to bring rewinding into this in the future, and potentially, they didn't say this, but I'm hoping that they do bring in match replays where you can save the matches and replay them back. That way you can check out all of the camera angles, check out all of the weird stuff that happened at each moment in time. There's a game from like 2006, I believe, called Guild Wars. They have a tournament system where you can go in and rewatch all of the major tournaments from your own camera angle, from all players' perspectives, and those are just saved forever. Now in 2019, I can go watch the tournament that took place in 2007 and watch it as if it's live right now. I want that in For Honor. That would be a wonderful way to introduce the official tournaments to a lot of new players. As the next bit of news, we have the Hero Trial. This runs all week long, so if you want to try out some of the DLC heroes, you're not quite sure if you want to buy them or not for 15,000, you can go ahead and try Hitokiri and Black Prior for free for the next week. At the end of the week, so next week Thursday, we will have Title Update Year 3 Season 3, Title Update 3. What this brings, your guess is as good as mine. But as we know with title updates, those are the minor patches. This does mean it's a mid-season patch. Granted, the season does end shortly after that, but technically mid-season. The season is happening. This could potentially be the start of Phase 3 for the Centurion, Gladiator, and Warlord changes. We don't have details on that yet. It could just be some minor balance tweaks. That said, having a title update is great. The fact that they're just doing anything to change things, huge plus in my book. Then we have the super exciting thing on the 17th. So we're talking 2 weeks out from this video. Halloween starts. That means we get skeletons again. However, there is this background image. It's all green with what looks to be maybe a wolf. So maybe it's not skeletons again. We're not getting the same event as last year. Change is always good. Having new things is a positive. However, I do hope they bring back last year's weapons and stuff, because people didn't get those, and it would be nice to have them return once a year. This, as usual with events, will be bringing an event order that gives all of the community something, some special orders that give you a little extra steel, that kind of stuff, as well as a themed arcade. Some people care about those. I know I play them once a week at least. They're pretty fun. And then the same thing we had with the Jormungand event that we just finished up. There is a extra loot fest at the end of the event, so that if you miss out on the first week, don't play too much, you do have a chance to catch up and get all of the event loot. And then the thing I know you've been staring at, saying just shut up and get to it. On the 31st, the end of the month, end of the roadmap, we're talking 1 month out here, we get the Season 4 reveal for Year 3. During this, we will get Liu Bei and his epic long straight sword, and we'll find out all of the details that are coming with this new hero. For those of you who didn't get the joke, Liu Bei is just a name people have been nicknaming him because he's a popular straight sword historical figure from the Three Kingdoms. Now, if I'm not mistaken, The 31st does also mark his actual release date. So who knows, we might get a reveal and a release in the same day. So we'll probably see the reveal live about an hour before he actually goes live in game. Take the servers down for maintenance and all that stuff. I could be wrong on that. It could be a week later. But I'm pretty sure he should be releasing on the 31st. It lines up with the season release date. I've talked about the sword style a little bit before, slightly on this channel, and a little more in my Discord. I can't wait for something like this. The sword style really lends itself to something martial artsy and fun. So it should make for a really fun hero to have, and I can't wait to see what they do with that robe style that we got in the silhouette. So very, very excited to see this hero. That said, hype aside, there is a minor mention outside of this before I end this video. There are a couple of effects on sale. Grasping Thorns, Whirlwind, and a couple other effects are on sale for 3,000 steel apiece, so you can pick up a whole set for 9,000 instead of 15,000. If you're interested in the single style, non-mythic or illustrious effects, go ahead and pick those up. It is a pretty good time to get them. On the sale, you can't really go wrong. That is all of the news for this week, though, so I will be wrapping this up. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the battlefield.